going to show you a nice easy water saving tip that doesn't require any serious plumbing. Certainly doesn't require any playing with mains water. And now I've done it on this shower and it's really great. Depends how keen you are on saving water, I guess. Okay, so problem is that using too much water when you're having a shower. So what I like to do is turn taps off in between soaping, washing, lathering, rinsing sort of thing. So what I do is I get in the shower, I get it to a nice temperature, and then I turn the water off, and then I get my fluffle, as we call them. I don't know what they're really called, that's what my daughter calls them. Get that with soap, scrub, 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 till they're all nice and clean, and drop that, and then turn the water back on and rinse, and you're done. And you can shower, you know, with like 2 minutes of water. It's called a navy shower. I've been doing it for years. And the issue is with these types of taps is that they're quite fiddly temperature wise, and you end up using so much water just trying to get the temperature right again to rinse off. So if you have a mixer type thing, then you know you should be okay. Then you're fine. But if you don't, if you have two taps like this, you probably understand what I'm talking about. So what I've done is I've added a tap in here, and you, rather than turning these off, you turn that off once you've got your water. So I'll show you, and we're going to do this in the other bathroom. You get that on, perfect temperature, rinse, cover yourself in water till everything's wet, and then turn it off. Turn it off there, wash, 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 lather, 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 and rinse. That's it. It's not foolproof, but it's pretty good, and it's very easy plumbing, like I said. So I'll show you how to do that. All you need is this tap. Now I'll put a link to the Bunnings code on their website, so you can just get it from Bunnings, or you can get it from wherever you want. But you know, it's easy for me to do that, and everyone knows when to get this stuff. So we need a tap, we need some plumber's tape, silicone tape, and we need one of these back plates, which come in varying heights, and that's going to depend on the height of your thread inside. So you'll have to measure that thread that you've got. This is pretty much standard pipe fitting in Australia, which is, I think it's 15 millimeters I don't know, 15 millimeters something. Anyway, I've got it written down. So I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to put it on my head, and we'll put the camera on my head, and we're going to do the job. This is what we have. There's the code on it, and like I say, a link to the products, and some plumber's tape, which is silicone tape, plumber's tape. 70 cents, $10. Now, I should have mentioned before, but you're not supposed to do your own plumbing in Australia. It's not illegal to do your own plumbing in Australia, but it does void your house warranty. So take that on board when you're doing your own plumbing. The consequences of this going wrong are a leak into your shower or basin. It's pretty low risk, really. So here is the shower. As I said, you don't have to disconnect the mains. Oh, and the other thing about having a tap is that you don't get drips constantly coming down. I'm just gonna turn this off and go get a towel to stand on, and I'll just get a few hand tools. So as I said, dripping. Now, haven't used this shower for I don't know how many days, about 3 or 4 days, and yet it is still dripping. And showers just tend to do that. I think it's to do with the hot water that's rising. I don't know, ask a plumber. So this is what I've got. Plumber's grips, a chuck, and a tree trowel, just for me to stand on, so I don't make a mess in the shower. That's pretty much it. The reason I got this is so that we don't scratch these heads. This bolt. Just loosen it. Now these sorts of, see, that's where all the water just lives in those heads. Let's just let that run out, shall we? Okay. So that can just come off. Now these things are not held on with super tightness of the thread and the nut. You need some tightness, but what's going to give you your water tightness is this tape. So while we're in here, we'll just give that a bit of a wipe, a bit of rust. It's built up. Actually, whenever we take these things off, we need to put new tape on, really. And if we can get the old tape off, the better, really. Well, it's pretty hard to stop this from dripping. The only way you can really stop that from dripping is by going and turning off the mains water and opening your lowest tap on your house or property. So in that case, for us, it's an outdoors tap. And you certainly need to do that if you're doing any work that requires turning off the mains tap. Now, because these are closed, that closes off this. If we were to do work on here, we would definitely have to go and close that tap. So what we're going to do, the only thing you can do wrong on this is put your tape on the wrong way around. Now it has to go on so that when you're turning it, which is clockwise, that you're working with the thread and not against it. So if we go on that way, we put our tape on clockwise. When we turn it on, it will go with the thread and it won't tear it off. If we did it the other way, it would tear it off. So that's going to be enough. Can't really put too much on. And we'll put some on here too. Oh, we've got this off. And we don't want to see it. So put this on first. Oh, we've put this back on, sorry. Oops, daisies. Now, I think I went too far with that. Now, I can get it around one more time. Then they're not tapered threads, so they won't just stop turning. They'll turn when this thread goes as far as it can inside here, and that'll stop. So I'm just going to finish that because I want the tap to be underneath so you can actually reach it, and vertical. Same with this. Now it's really important that you don't use this to turn. Be tempted to turn with this because it will break, so we will just get it on until it becomes finger tight, and after that we'll use the tool. Because I've done that before and I've snapped it. Okay, so that's as far as I can go. Put the cloth back on. Just going to put that in the jaws again so we don't break it. We're just going to go, oops, wants to turn. Okay, that actually doesn't want to go any further and it's upside down, so I'm going to have to do is take it off and just sort of remember how many turns we could do past finger. See, I've managed to scratch that even with the cloth on it. So I can't even get past finger tight. So I need to come off and we actually need to put more tape on. This washer just jumped out. That should have been in there. Like, as you can see, I'm no expert at this. Put that washer back in and turn it upside down because I kind of crushed it. It's much tighter now than it was. I put a lot more tape on it. I'm going to go one more time and we'll get to there. Okay, so now the thing is that this tap stops the water here inside. So no water comes past here unless the tap is on. So if that's not super watertight, it's really not the end of the world. It's going to drip down here while you're using it. So I'm going to roll my feet up, take my socks off, sorry, and give it a whirl, roll my trousers up. Yeah. Alright, that's it.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button and please subscribe for more videos.